This homework question came to me from a student. It comes from section 12.5, the standard normal curve or distribution. And here's the problem. Use the standard normal table to find the specified area. And the specified area for this example is between 2 standard deviations above the mean and 3 standard deviations above the mean. I've done a sketch here where we can see 1 standard deviation, 2 standard deviations, and then 3 standard deviations above the mean. And what that means, the area between that means, is this space right here. So we're trying to find a representation for this shaded area. Now keep in mind that the standard deviation, 2 standard deviations above the mean, what that's representing is 2z, right? So 2 standard deviations above the mean so above x bar would mean that z is 2. And then 1 standard deviation above the mean would mean that z is 3. So I have pulled up the chart. You could see this blue link. It's going to be the second chart because the second chart is the positive above the mean. And the first chart is negative or below the mean. So using the chart, I can find that, let me highlight it here. When z is 2.0, the area is 9772. What that means, let me do a little sketch of that. What that means is that the area to the left is 9772. So you can see the sketch here of what this 0.772 represents. Let me write the value here. That 9772 means that 97.72% of the data falls in this space here. Right? Now, if I were to highlight just a line of that in our graph up above, you see that that goes to the 2 standard deviations, goes up to this point. And now if I use the chart, I can see that 3 standard deviations, 3.00 is 0.9987, and 3 standard deviations would go to here. Let me write that number down, 0.9987. So what I'm trying to find again is that gray shaded space right here, which is going to be the difference. Let me show you, just in case you're not seeing that, let me show you one other way. If we look down here at the blue shading, that blue shaded area is 99.87% of that space under the whole curve. And up to here, up to 2 standard deviations, was the 0.9772. So do you see that to find this part here, that's what the question's asking us to find, is this difference here. What we're going to do is subtract. So we'll subtract the 0.9772 from the blue 9987. And it looks like we'd get 0.0215. On this problem, when we look at the rounding, it says to round to 2. So that's actually 4 decimal places, because as a percent, that'd be 2.15%, but the answer we could put in is 0.0215. I hope that this example helps. If you have further question about this problem, please reach out to me.